Today I'm going to be making something really fun for Valentine's Day, and these are my dark chocolate, heart-shaped brownie pops. So, let's get on with the ingredients. Some lollipop sticks, these are available at most craft stores. Some dark chocolate, and I'm using 72% Swiss chocolate in this recipe. A heart-shaped cookie cutter, and your favorite brownie recipe. And I'm using my dark and delicious brownies today. If you want to know how these are made, I'll put a link in the description box below this video. So, let's get on with the process. So I'll grab my cookie cutter, and I just want to basically see how many I can get out of here. It looks like I can get 4. And I really want to maximize the surface area of my brownies. I'll just get that on there, make sure it's centered, and then I'm just going to cut all of these out. So that's the next step. Now I'm just going to peel away the outside. That makes it very easy, like so. And if you're wondering what you can do with all of these little pieces, you can just roll those up in a ball and then dip those and have little cake pops as well with all these little leftover pieces. So that's a good idea. I'll just get this out. Oh, that looks great. Really, really nice. So I'll do another one. Center it. Push. Grab your knife. Oh, these smell so good. Every time I cut into one, they smell so good. This recipe, by the way, an amazing recipe. I hope you try this recipe out. I'll put a link to that recipe below my video in the description box. Okay, so I've just cleaned up, ready to go. I'm going to grab one of my little lollipop sticks, and you just want to take that, get it right into the bottom, and push it in to each one. So get it right in the middle, and push it in enough. Perfect. So we are ready to dip. I've got my beautiful dark chocolate ready to go, and I have a couple of forks here, a regular fork and a chocolate fork. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. So this has 3 tines. I'm going to take it and shove it into the top, and what this allows me to do is easily turn this on this axis without it actually slipping. You have a lot more control. And I'll show you with the regular fork, same thing. Put it in there, and then you can turn. Okay? So if you don't have one of these at home, you're just going to use a regular fork. So I'm going to grab my beautiful pop, and I'm just going to get a little bit of chocolate over the top. And I'm just going to start turning that. And I have the parchment paper here so that I can reuse this beautiful chocolate. And I can turn it. Oh, this smells so good. I just want to make sure I get everywhere covered. I'm just going to let all of this drip off. I'll go over here on the white so you can see the contrast here. So I'm just shaking it a little bit to get most of that chocolate off. I just want to make sure that everything is nicely covered. And once it looks like it is, then I can just take it now, and I'm going to place it back right here. I'll take my other fork just to help me pull that out. And there we have number 1. ready to go. So we'll do this again. Grab my fork, shove it right in there. You could dip these as well, but I don't want my chocolate and brownie combining in my large vessel of chocolate here. And that looks good. And then we'll just let this drip off. Okay, that looks good. And then my fork again. Perfect. Before we start on our last one, I just wanted to show you an optional step. I have made some little candy hearts with candy melts and a mold, and these are really nice. And what you could do is just take one of these and get it right in the center. So let's try to get this on here really nicely. And just give it a little push while the chocolate is still not solid, and that will act as a glue. And there we have a little bit of an option that you could do. So that looks good. All right. So let's do our last one, and I will use the kitchen fork just to show you that it does work. So we'll get our kitchen fork into our pop, and we'll start getting our chocolate on there. And the reason why the fork works so well is because you have many contact points that are inside the actual brownie. If you just had one contact point like this, it has the chance of actually rotating, and you don't want that. So you have much more control using a fork. Oh, so lovely. Now, if you wanted to, you don't have to go the cake pop route. What you could do is just cut these out and cover them with this beautiful dark chocolate and just serve them as little brownie cakes. You know, there's so many different options. So you can see, using a regular kitchen fork works just as well. It's actually a little bit more robust. I can feel even greater control because, you know, the metal in the fork is, you know, thicker compared to this fork. So we'll just let all of this drip off. Okay. And then I'll get this on as well. There we go, perfect. So now I'll just turn these around so you can see them. And what we'll do, I'm just going to let these sit here, let them set up, and then I'll come back and show you the final product. So a little while later, I'm back. I removed my beautiful brownie pops off of my parchment paper. Using the parchment paper is a really good thing. They just come right off really nice and easily. This here is an egg carton, and it's a nice little thing just to display these. So there we have it. And I'll just go around the back just to show you how they look on the back. Nice and smooth. So we've come to the end of another video. I hope you enjoyed these. These are really, really fun to make. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Yum. Cute.